Hi guys, welcome back. All right, Pisces. Pisces, I wanted to go ahead and jump on into a little message on the person who is thinking about reaching out to Pisces. Who is this person? Is there a person thinking about this? We have got a Four of Swords in the reverse, so definitely somebody who'd like to open up. Queen of Cups, the Chariot. Okay, so very much like emotional right now, very much wishing that uh, almost there would be some like act of god that would allow them to just make this happen. If only this could happen just like as quick as could be, and no more delays, and just I feel like this person is feeling fairly like um shattered, but also like a huge sense of excitement at the concept of this. Queen of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, 8 of Swords. This has been spiraling in their mind for a very long time. Now, this could be a feminine. This could be a message wanting to come in from a Queen of Pentacles or someone in the Queen of Pentacles energy, which the Queen energy is the energy of the feminine, and so that's the energy of the moon, which is like the pull. I wish that I could draw Pisces to me so then I could just get this off my chest because I don't know how to begin. I don't know what to say exactly. This is somebody where it's been a long time. It's been a really long time. And I feel like they have, in all this long time, they have been silent and they've been working on healing. Now that there's something that has changed for them, they want to break the silence. They don't know how to do that. That's why I think it's like if only the aliens would come and transport me and just, deposit me right into Pisces, energy field, or I just wish that my words would somehow get right into Pisces head. They may think Pisces has like a force field around them or something that is protecting them like from themselves. They may think if only I could just somehow get my thoughts to Pisces so they could feel what I'm trying to convey. They want so badly to take the pressure off themselves. This is a huge, heavy burden. Not talking to Pisces has been a huge, heavy burden. This does not have to be about love and romance. Bear in mind, this could be somebody, and we don't actually have love and romance here. What we have is somebody who's carried a really heavy burden, and they have wanted for a long time to clear the air. We have the moon sideways. We do have King of Pentacles. Okay, now it's becoming romantic. And Seven of Wands. Unless, and I could throw this out there too, maybe this is somebody like parents, that like maybe Pisces hasn't come around in a long time because they had beef with one of their two parents. And this could be like Pisces' mother saying, God, I wish he knew, like, just because Pisces and their dad had, an argument or something, I wish that Pisces knew, like, I don't want you to stay away. I wish Pisces could feel how much I love them, how much I miss them, how much, I always hold them in my heart, even if, Pisces clashes with their dad or, mother or whatever, some parental figure. The second parental figure is like emitting that, like, God, I wish Pisces just knew. I wish I could get that message to Pisces. And I mean, here's Pisces. I almost feel like if it is non-romantic, then we have three people involved. Parents or, a duo, and Pisces has beef with possibly the King of Pentacles, but I also think that the Queen of Pentacles wants to say, Pisces, they love you though anyway. That they like you, they care about you, they love you, but the two of you are so stubborn and the two of you have so much in common. Now, this is about a romantic person, and there's no family oriented energy in this. Then it is somebody who looks at Pisces as if we are so much alike. I see us as such an amazing match. I respect you. I admire you. And the way we fight, when we fight Pisces, we're so much alike. It feels like they're saying that they have a lot of pride. And so too does Pisces, that in truth, they have come to realize that the reason they clash with Pisces is because both of them have very similar personality types. And they're wishing that they could convey all of that to Pisces, but obviously we don't have them actually doing that. We don't have them conveying this message at this point. Are you intending to, or are you just sitting in that wishful energy? Temperance, Six of Pentacles, Ten of Cups. For the moment, they are, maybe they've recently come to this conclusion that, oh my God, Pisces and I are so freaking much alike. There's such a similarity between us. You know, honestly, we could have a tremendous amount of peace still in this year of the snake. Maybe what they have shed is, if they used to have like a hostile energy toward Pisces, they were mad, they had been fighting with Pisces, and they were like, I'm not going to budge. Now they're like, oh my God, something throughout this year has shifted within them slowly but surely, to the point where they're like, I just want to connect with Pisces. At Six of Pentacles, we have so much more in common than we ever had not in common. We keep seeing happiness, bringing the family back together. This person loves Pisces in spite of whatever conflict there has been. And I still, 50% of me says this is a story about family related drama. And 50% of me says, no, this is about romance. So maybe there's two things going on. Maybe Pisces has clashed with a family member, and perhaps Pisces has clashed with a similar scenario with a lover. It could be, it's like, wow, Pisces clashing all over the place. But if Pisces has been attracting people to them that they happen to have like similar strengths, instead of complementary strengths, and that became something that threw things out of balance. The only thing that I don't know is fair to say is that, you know, we have a character saying, oh my God, we're so much alike, and that's why we've clashed. I'm not so sure about that. I'm wondering if that's what they believed, but in truth, they know Pisces is really loving. And the only thing that, look, if two things are identical, like, you know how magnets will repel each other, right? If they're oriented in the wrong direction, they repel. It feels like that's what this person is trying to say, like, oh my God, we were just equally as powerful, and that's why we couldn't get along. But let me just ask, how would Pisces see this situation? Because this could be somebody who, I'm sorry to say it so rudely, but they might have actually been the person that was very difficult to get along with. And Pisces was like, well, I'm not going to be letting somebody like run roughshod over me. And if they're like, oh my God, I totally get it, we're both strong-willed, it could actually still be that, no, you tried to step across a boundary. Pisces wasn't trying to step your boundary. Pisces was trying to maintain a boundary. And I don't know why I'm getting this little side note on that, because that's not how they see it. But let's just see. Ten of Cups upright. It says Pisces looks at this person as their happiness. We have Nine of Cups sideways. We have Ten of Swords sideways. Six of Wands upright, and Two of Cups upright. Again, this storyline, I cannot separate. Is this all about a romantic partner that Pisces is like, yes, I am so similar to them. Of course we clash. Of course we had, because we're both strong personalities. But if we could get our strong personalities like in sync, so it's like we're always on the same team, we could be so stellar together. Or when things are bad, they're really bad. But when things are good, they're really, really good. I could see that being a romantic connection. But because we still have that 10 of Cups here, I keep thinking this could be two components. Yes, Pisces is a very independent person. Yes. And they may be the person that doesn't always fit into the family, but it could be like the person that Pisces has conflict with in the family is similarly strong-willed, independent, and also was like a trailblazer in their own family. Like, I'm wondering if Pisces has very similar traits to a family member with their independent streak. And then likewise, in a partnership of romance, Pisces, again, has a very similar need to assert their own identity. And that could have made it seem like in a relationship, two people were both trying to be the person in charge, more or less. And that's why it just wasn't clicking. I don't know. I keep thinking that Pisces had this conflict, a similar conflict, which is really like Pisces has a strong sense of independence and an independent identity. And that could run them into clashes with similarly strong, independent, individualistic people that they meet in life. One is a lover, and another could be a family member. But this says, honestly, Pisces sees it the exact same way. We could be so freaking good together. So there's no like bitterness or animosity or like, oh, that person's horrible. Actually, I feel like we have characters that understand each other very, very well. Now that's fantastic, because if that's the case, we could get this situation back on track. We could get both relationships back on track if we're dealing with two different components. So we have Knight of Swords, we have the Fool. Somebody's about to take that leap of faith and just go for it. I feel like this is somebody, could be Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or Aries, who's been looking at a picture of Pisces and they're like, look, I don't even care. I hope I'm doing the right thing here, but I got to go talk to my Pisces. We have Six of Cups, we have Knight of Coins sideways. So soulmate energy, whomever this romantic partner is, they definitely are going to be making a move first. Whoever could be a family related oriented thing, they might just be thinking a lot about Pisces right now, reminiscing, and slowly they may reemerge in Pisces life. One situation's moving slower, the other one's going to move fast. So I'm going to stick with our original interpretation that Pisces has had conflict basically for the same reason, but with two vastly different relationships, one romantic, one familial. Both are going to be settled. Both are going to be wrapped up. Both are going to come back into like harmony, because we do have characters really wanting to reconnect. But I do think that the family oriented thing is going to happen a little slower. I don't know if this is, I keep feeling like it's like a clash with a father figure, or whoever plays the father figure, or the, the divine masculine figure in Pisces family. And then the other clash here was with Pisces' own, Two of Cups romantic partnership. But we have, I think, a sudden reaching out. Can I see anything about the romance aspect of this? The person who's going to suddenly reach out. Can I see anything about you? How are you going to do this? Seven of Swords, King of Swords. We did already think that that could be an air sign. And Three of Wands. Even now, this is somebody that is spying. Now, normally Seven of Swords is a card of lies, but this person is just pretending, like, meaning they're watching or observing or contemplating reaching out to Pisces, but not making a move yet. They're kind of putting the final energy, the final capstone together, finding their words. They may be lying to somebody else about where they're going because they really need to go talk to Pisces. I almost feel like this is going to be somebody that doesn't just randomly reach out, but is like concocting an entire scenario where if they have to travel a little bit, if they have to make time, this could be somebody saying, oh, I got to take the day off work or a half day off work. I have to go help family or something. And they're lying. They actually have to go see their Pisces, and their Pisces is like family, but they may have to, not have to, but it feels like they're going to keep that to themselves. This is between them and Pisces. This is the romantic aspect. So they could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius who has a lot to say to Pisces, but it does feel like they're going to be telling a lie. And they've already been concocting this. This is somewhere between 3 days to 3 months, but I'm going to put it more in the 3-day category simply because we saw them impulsively saying, I can't keep looking at pictures. I need to just go ahead and do this. I've been thinking about it for a long time. I'm going to go ahead and carve some time out for me to go see Pisces. That's it. I have to see how this is going to work. I have to see if Pisces and I can, get things back on track. Pisces, would you still want a future with me? I know we're both strong-willed. I can see that now. I can see why we had conflict. But if we talk things out, instead of having silence, honestly, you're still the person I'd want to be with. That's how that comes across. I do feel like this person is definitely going to be reaching out to Pisces sooner rather than later. Whereas the family-oriented situation, that seems to be coming in later, which is nice to have it staggered, because this could be a lot of, like people to come back into one's world. Let me ask this. Is there any potential that it would be Pisces reaching out to anybody? Because, this is a storyline we've got, but that doesn't mean Pisces, if they're on the same wavelength, that Pisces might not reach out. Oh, Pisces will reach out to the family. Okay, so 8 of Wands and 10 of Pentacles. So that's what that boils down to. So it could be like a chain reaction. A romantic context shows up in Pisces' life. They get that on track. And then Pisces says, you know what? Honestly, the clashes that we had and stuff like that, that's exactly why I've clashed with some family members in my life. I'm actually going to reach out to them. It feels like somebody is starting a chain reaction because they were big enough to reach out to Pisces in the romantic sector. Then that inspires Pisces to say, and now I actually want to reach out to a family member because you know what? I realize I am strong. And, what happened with us with this romance, it just got me thinking about the conflict that I have with somebody else in my life, that I care about them and they care about me. You know what? I'm not mad at my pops or my mom or whatever. In fact, we just have a lot in common, which is probably why we clashed. It feels like Pisces is going to be the one who mends a bridge with a family. That's probably why the family member thing is moving slower. It's because that one is going to be Pisces who reaches out. I love this. There's so much good vibes and understanding of personality traits and being able to get things back on track. But I definitely feel like the romantic aspect, this person they've been thinking about it for a while, but they're going to just suddenly go ahead and reach out to Pisces. But they can see now why there was ever conflict between themselves and Pisces. It is because of the similarities. So now it's kind of like, let's use our similarities to our advantage because we are indeed a 2 of Cups. All right, I love that one for Pisces. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thanks for giving it a thumbs up and subscribing. Bye for right now.